Hello everyone, welcome to System of Rules. Today we are going to discuss section 21 to 25 of the IPC. Moving on to the section 21 defining about public servant. According to section 21, the words public servant denote a person falling under any of the descriptions herein after followed, namely first one is every commissioned officer in the military, navy or air forces of India. Second is every judge including any person empowered by law to discharge whether by himself or as a member of any body of persons any adjudicatory functions. Third one is every officer of a court of justice including a liquidator, receiver or commissioner whose duty it is as such officer to investigate or report to any matter of law or fact or to make, authenticate or keep any document or to take charge or dispose of any property or to execute any judicial process or to administer any oath or to interpret or to preserve order in the court, and every person specially authorized by a court of justice to perform any of such duties. And the fourth one is every juryman, assessor or member of a panchayat assisting a court of justice or public servant. Fifth one, every arbitrator or other person to whom any cause or matter has been referred for decision or report by any court of justice or by any other competent public authority. Sixth one, every person who holds any office by virtue of which he is empowered to place or keep any person in confinement. Moving on to the seventh one, every officer of the government whose duty it is as such officer to prevent offences, to give information of offences, to bring offenders to justice or to protect the public health, safety, convenience. Tenth one is every officer whose duty it is as such officer to take, receive, keep or expend any property on behalf of the government or to make any survey, assessment or contract on behalf of the government or to execute any revenue process or to investigate or to report on any matter affecting the pecuniary interest of the government or to make, authenticate or keep any document relating to the pecuniary interest of the government or to prevent the infraction of any law for the protection of the pecuniary interest of the government. And the ninth one, every officer whose duty it is as such officer to take, receive, keep or expend any property, to make any survey or assessment or to leave any rate or tax for any secular common purpose of any village, town or district or to make, authenticate or keep any document for the ascertaining of the rights of the people of any village, town or district. And the tenth one is every person who holds any office in virtue of which he is empowered to prepare, publish, maintain or revise an electoral roll or to conduct an election or part of an election. The 11th one is every person in the service or pay of the government or remunerated by fees or commission for the performance of any public duty by the government. In the service or pay of a local authority, every person in the service or pay of a local authority, a corporation established by or under a central provisional or state act or a government company as defined in section 611, 617 of the Companies Act 1956. Moving on to section 22, that is movable property. According to section 22, the words movable property are intended to include corporeal property of every description except land and things attached to the earth or permanently fastened to anything which is attached to the earth. And section 23, that is wrongful gain. According to section 23, wrongful gain means it is a gain by unlawful means of property to which the person gaining is not legally entitled. Wrongful loss is the loss by unlawful means of property to which the person losing it is legally entitled. Gaining wrongfully. A person is said to gain wrongfully when such person retains wrongfully as well as when such person acquires wrongfully. Losing wrongfully. A person is said to lose wrongfully when such person is wrongfully kept out of any property as well as when such person is wrongfully deprived of property. Moving on to the 24th section, that is dishonestly. According to section 24, whoever does anything with the intention of causing wrongful gain to one person or wrongful loss to another person is said to do that thing, that is dishonestly. And the last is section 25. Section 25 is fraudulently. According to section 25, a person is said to do a thing fraudulently if he does that thing with intent to defraud. That is important thing. With intent to defraud but not otherwise. Thank you so much for watching. In our next class, we will discuss section 26 to 30 of the IPC.